All right, you know what? Let's clap. I'm gonna clap anyway, like my mother always. Clap. Just clap for Jesus. Just clap for Jesus. Just clap. All right, good morning, guys. God bless each and every one of y'all. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. That's with Cindy J. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Chat room's wide open, man. We do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team on all media. One of the top rated podcasts out here in the country. So we definitely appreciate the love and the support, man. This is where you get your morning love. But most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Cindy J, good morning. God bless you. You looking well this morning. Good to see you. And how are you, young lady?
Good morning, Sean. I'm doing great. I am excited to be here. We have a great show for you guys today on this Throwback Thursday. We're going to get started with Sunny Says, where I will let you know what is going on in Hollywood and entertainment news, as well as Front Page News with Sunny J, where I will let you know what's going on locally, nationally, and globally. So you want to make sure you stick around for that.
Without a doubt, please stick around. Now I got to go get Cooper barking. Uh, uh, You are absolutely right, man. You stick around for all, that Cindy J has to offer to this show each and every morning. Again, Cindy J, before I start, welcome to the summertime. Beautiful day yesterday. It's going to be 85 degrees today. Uh, Cindy, before I get into the show, is it officially time for the ladies to put the flip flops back on right now, or
Um, I broke mine out yesterday, so yes, I would say yes. So get those toes done, ladies. You can put on your flops at least for the next 3 days, but then I think it's going down into the 50s again next week. But for
so
today,
even with this 3 day stretch of 80-degree weather, it's okay to crack those flip flops open already, Cindy?
yeah, like you can take them out the closet. Like if people are like me and they, put away their summer clothes, you can start rearranging those closets. Like I've already taken out like my sweaters. Most of them I've, you know, put them up and I am rotating the shoes out. I will be bringing out the open toes. So,
Uh, put a number one in the chat room, ladies, and fellas, if you were into the flip flops. Put a number one in the chat room if you wore your flip flops yesterday when it was 80 something degrees outside. Put a number two if you didn't. Put number one if you had
did,
wore the flip flops yesterday. Number two if you did.
did you wear any sandals yesterday, Sean?
No, not at all. No, I'm a grown ass man. I'm not wearing no sandals. I'm from the Bronx, New York. We're not doing that. We're not
What?
wearing flip flops. I wear flip flops to the beach or to the pool at a resort. I'm not coming outside with flip flops. I'm a grown ass man.
Well, I
Anything
mean,
can
they're
go
not
down.
flip flops. They're sandals. They're mandals.
I'm not wearing sandals, mandals, and whatever those you want to say. And let me tell you something. None of y'all should be. There's a lot of active shooting out here, and y'all need to stay away from the flip flop. You better get some running shoes, and when you better learn how to duck, because you could trip up on the flip flops and get caught out there.
Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of active things going on out here in these streets, and y'all still walking around here with flip flops. Y'all better be ready.
No, I'm getting ready for Old Navy's $5 flip flop sale. That's the only thing I'm getting ready for.
I
And
hear you.
that's about to start up real soon. So I gotta make sure I'm first in line.
You said the Old Navy flip flop sale.
Yeah. They
What?
they put they put all their flip flops on sale for $5.
Now, now, uh,
Is your dog all right,
yeah,
Sean?
he's all
Like
right. Because he
where do
hear
you
me.
where do you have him?
I'm
Like
gonna bring him in the room because he hear me talking. He want to come in. He's spoiled. My dog is spoiled. Hold on, everybody. Hold on.
no,
Hold on. Hold on. Hold
now
on.
he's spoiled because he hears you talking.
Yeah.
You guys' dogs have separation anxiety. Anybody that has dogs out there? Or maybe, Sean, he doesn't recognize your voice and he thinks that somebody's in there trying to hurt you because he can't see. He's like, who is he talking to? Because it's just us here.
Well,
So,
well,
yeah.
he's in here now.
Yeah, Cooper, simmer
Yeah,
down.
calm down, man. Like this guy lives like a king in here, bro. I mean, he lives better than yeah. I've never seen anything like this. He gets bathed on a regular basis. He got a social life. You know what I'm saying? He's got
He,
friends.
he has a social life.
Yeah, at the dog daycare, he got his friends. He's in a relationship. He's currently dating another golden doodle by the name of Luna. Luna. Uh,
What?
and they're best friends and they're dating. Now, hold on. See, before we get into all of that,
I don't understand.
Old Navy is notorious, and you can look it up online for having the worst sells on flip flops. And the quality of their flip flops are horrible.
Yeah.
Old Navy. Now, for you to sit there and glorify the Old Navy and them trashy flip flops, there's something wrong with you. And why would you sit there and go to Old Navy on a cell and go run over there and bust through the doors to get 16 pair of $5 flip flops that are total trash? You're a grown ass woman. Put a number one in the chat room if you played yourself and ran into Old Navy and
Played
purchased the
myself.
4.99, 5.99 horrible ass flip flops. Put a
Yeah.
number one in the chat room if you did. I'm for sure Cindy will give herself 17 number ones. I do appreciate your transparency and your honesty. Everyone, Cindy J can't wait for the Old Navy $5 flip flop sale to begin.
I
Let me give her
mean,
my applause.
it's just one of those things that like kicks off the summer, the springtime, like it's just something to do. And their flip flops are good for when you need to use them. I do go to the beach a lot. I like to go to the pool a lot. It's good to get some decent flops that you can wear. You can put them in a little outfit, and then if they break, that's fine because you have another pair.
See, but that's the point I'm trying to make. Like, why buy 17 pair of 4.99 flip flops? I don't understand why you're running do that. Put it in one chat room. If you go to Old Navy, like Cindy J, and purchase the 4.99 trashy ass flip flops.
Why do they have to be trashy? And sometimes I might not, make it. It's not a must, but if it's happening, I'm gonna try and make it. So if everybody else doesn't want to do it, great. That just means there's more flops for me.
Okay.
But I see some number ones coming through here. So
All right. Well, God bless you. And if you got your little Old Navy flip flops on, listen, guys, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Don't forget, May the 11th, we are at Comedy in Harlem, 508 East 117th Street, New York City. Y'all come on out and enjoy the live podcast with Cindy J, Miss Miko, and your boy Shawn Harvey. Live podcast at Comedy in Harlem. Then we're gonna start way into the comedy show with the hilarious stiletto, and then we hand the after party over to DJ Hot Sauce. And you know how we get down once a month at Comedy in Harlem, Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Waco Team, Cindy J, and Miss Miko. Y'all come on out. After work vibes, grown and sexy, great feeling, amazing energy, great food, great drinks. Y'all come on out to Comedy in Harlem, 508 East 117th Street. That's May the 11th. Coming right around the corner. So we truly appreciate y'all. Spring, fling, and let's have some fun. Now, Sid, before we get into what you want to talk about,
wow.
I want to play a video and I want to know your opinion about it. And the title of this video, and I'll describe what's going on as the video is playing. The title of the video, City J, is He Caught, oh, wait, He Caught Another Man Driving His Girlfriend Car and Followed Him.
Wait. He caught another man.
He caught another man driving his girlfriend's car and he followed him. Uh, Give me the keys. That's the end of the title. Now, Cindy, I want you to hear a little bit of this, and welcome to the show, any place on earth where you get your morning started. Right, I'm gonna do some play by play. Okay, let's listen to this. Now, Cindy, he's at the gas station. This is
Wow,
the
you're
guy.
gonna narrate this? Okay, go ahead.
Because I was. What's it?
Supposed to be at work. I see her car. I ride up on the side of the car. It's a hole in the car. It's a car that I didn't want it. I follow.
He said he rides up on the car and there's a whole neighbor in the car. That's funny.
I've been following him. Trying to be low key. I've been following him for like 3 blocks. I'm on the side of the block. I look over. I see a car. Has no clue that I'm following him on no shit. I look. I'm like, I know I ain't tripping. That's the place that everything.
Cindy, the dude pulled the other guy who's driving his girlfriend's car that he purchased for. They pull up in the gas station. So he pulls up in the Allen. The guy pulls up behind him. The other guy gets out of the vehicle. It's like a GMC. It's like a suburban type of a car. The boyfriend is driving in a Nissan. The guy pulls up and he casually walks into the gas, into the gas station, probably to get some gas and chips or whatever. And that's what's going on. He said that's a whole neighbor. The guy, while he's calling him a whole neighbor, the guy's walking into the gas station.
Is he acknowledging that this guy is following him?
No, not yet, because he's just following the guy that has no clue. The other guy has no clue.
I bought this car. I put the car in my name. I put the car in my name.
He gets out the car. Remember, he's parked behind him at the gas station.
Is this guy masking his voice? He sounds like really deep.
Yeah, he really does. I don't know if he's masking his voice or whatever. He gets out the car. He wants to look at the license plate to see if this is definitely the car that he purchased for his girlfriend.
You don't know the license plate number.
He's getting out. He's looking at the. He's here. Okay, Cindy. Now he waits for him. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. He waits for him to get out the gas station. Now he starts to follow him. So let's just kind of. Now he's driving behind him. He's following. He leaves the gas station. The guy drives off. He's following him.
Okay. Is he gonna stop him?
Hold on.
I just so happy riding. I'm about to get out. Riding down the street. I look. I'm like, this shit doesn't like touch the car. Car out there, right? So I'm thinking I'm tripping. Certain cars like that, certain shit. I'm thinking I'm tripping.
We can't really hear what he's saying. He sounds like he's talking through a speaker at the fast food place. That's what
he really does. He's following the guy through the neighborhood.
Okay.
Now he passes the car.
Okay.
Now he's next to the car.
Okay.
He parks. The guy has stopped the car. He parks. Now the guy is going into a house. Hold on.
Oh my gosh. Sean, tell us what happens in the video.
The guy goes into the house.
What house is it?
I don't know what house it is. The guy goes into the house. He parks the car. He goes into the house. The boyfriend who purchased the car for the girlfriend follows him. Now the guy walks into a house. He's walking behind him. See, he goes in the house, and now he's at the door, knocking on the door. Here you go. Oh, the video went out. Okay.
What?
There you go.
What's up, man?
There you go.
What's up? So, where you get that car from? Who's you? I'm saying, where you get that? I don't know where you got that car from. Where you get that car from? I don't know. You don't worry about all that. I'm saying, bro, that's. Nigga, I ain't trying to come to your porch or disrespect, bro, but that's my girl, Tasha. That's her car. I don't know no Tasha. No, but I'm saying, come on, man. Look, we ain't even got to go there. All I'm saying, bro, is that's my girl, Tasha car, and I bought that car for her, man. I bought that car, bro. I'm paying the note. And it's me up to see you driving it, bro. Like, you don't even know I've been following you. I seen you. Yeah, because I thought it was her. She's supposed to be at work. Then I seen you, and I know her place, bro. You really tripping. I know her place, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, that ain't right, bro. She in there just trying to come out. I'm not gonna bro. But hey, listen, man. I ain't trying to bring no bullshit. You on porch. You on bullshit. Bro, listen, can you just? I know the car, man. I know the car, bro. I know the place. Boss, I said, can you go ahead and just, if she in there or something, bro, them keys gotta come with me because I know who bought that car for her, man. I got them keys. Bro, can you go get the, man, can you go get her shit house? Can you send her come out here and holler at me? I don't know what you're talking about. Get on. Bro, boss, that shit crazy, bro.
Now, they're confronting each other.
This is what you had us listening to?
Yeah, hold on.
Shit crazy, bro. What the bro?
Oh, that's good. Now, wait. She's coming out the car.
She was in the car?
It don't matter. It don't matter, though.
Well, now, she comes out, because, he's like, tell her come outside. He's like, y'all know what I'm talking. She comes outside.
I don't give a sex. So I don't give a none of that. You got watch your mouth. So you disrespectful. I don't give for 3 whole months. It don't matter. It don't matter though. I'm not going nowhere. But I'm trying to say, why the drive me a car that I'm paying for? I don't care.
Now, all right, enough of that.
Yeah, please, because
Cindy, if you let me ask you a question. That sounds crazy. I love us.
Was this staged?
No, it's not staged. This is really happening.
Okay.
Cindy, if you purchase, welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning star, right? If you co-signed or purchase a car for your current boyfriend or you're in a relationship,
I would never.
Well, say if you did, Cindy. Say if you purchased a car for your boyfriend.
I would never do that.
But I'm just saying, say if you did.
Okay. I'm putting myself in this hypothetical situation.
Yeah, put yourself in a hypothetical, please.
Because I could never.
Because this is for show purposes.
Shawn, you look like you got a tan. You were outside?
Yeah, I've been outside. I've been doing something weird to myself.
Okay. That's trying to get a tan.
Yeah, no doubt. Cindy.
You look like you've been on the beaches of Puerto Rico.
Cindy, let's put yourself there. If you say you purchase a car for your man, and y'all live together, it's an everyday situation. It's a serious relationship. And Cindy, you're just out and about driving, and you see the car that you purchased for your man drive by you, and you can positively identify this vehicle, but another woman is driving the car. Would you, in traffic, make a U-turn, try to follow, call your guy? If to put yourself in that situation, how would you react if you saw your man in a car that you purchased for him and another woman in the car driving and you don't see him?
I'm following the car and I'm reporting it stolen. So you're gonna get pulled over by the cops. And that's it. And I mean, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna take the car. Because I'm sure it's in my name still. That's the worst thing you can do is put it in somebody else's name. But I mean, of course I'm gonna be upset. But I'm real petty.
Is this a forgivable action?
No, because you're obviously cheating on me. So, no, in my opinion, it is not forgivable. You will not be forgiven by me. You might get attacked. So, you can explain it when the police show up. That's what I would say. And that's what I would do. So, it'd be wise to not do that to me. I'm calling the police. Period.
Yeah, welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right before we get into the front page news. You're better than me. If I saw a car that I purchased for my wife and I see another dude driving that car, there's no discipline at all. I'm making a valid U-turn right in the middle of traffic, nearly broadsiding and smashing into other cars, not giving a damn about the public safety of any other vehicle in the road. I'm hyperventilating. I'm gonna chase that guy down like a scene from a white 5.
Oh my god.
I'm bobbing and weaving in and out of traffic to catch up to this car. I am not making any phone calls. I'm not calling the police. I'm not doing all of that. I'm rolling up
Doing all that.
and I'm going to wherever this guy stops. I'm gonna roll right up to that car and confront that person.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I
I mean,
guess,
I mean,
but
I might, I don't know, man. My health could be in jeopardy. I'm gonna black out. I don't have the discipline that this man has, or you talk about calling the police. Maybe if I can think
yeah.
clear enough, I'll call the police. And this coming from me, a person who loves calling the police. I don't think that I have the discipline to do it. I'm tracking that car down and I'm getting to the bottom of this. I'm especially if the car's in my name, I might call the police when I get there, but I'm confronting the dude. I want my keys. Give me the car. I want the car. There is no way in hell.
And what if he says I'm not giving them to you?
Then I'm calling the police because you stole my car. The car's in my name, and I didn't tell you you can drive this car. And who are you? Who
He's gonna
are
be
you?
like, "Who are you, bro?"
I'm gonna say, yo, look at the look in the glove compartment. The car's registered in my name. This is my car.
I get, yeah. That's what you
And
got to do.
and when I get the car back, I'm either gonna sell that car, keep that car. The person that I'm with at the moment will never drive that car again. So
Are you staying with said
I'll
person?
stay. I'll stay.
You'll stay.
You're not driving the car no more.
What?
You get another car. You're not driving the car no more.
What does it matter? So what if they get? What if they get another car and you see
Th-
somebody else driving their car again?
That's fine. But that car got demons. Is demons in that car right now.
But Sean, obviously the person is cheating on you. So why would you
Right.
stay with the person?
No, it's fine. We could stay together. We could do that. I might could forgive that part, but you can't get in that car no more. That car's done. Because I can't drive in that car no more knowing that you had somebody else in the car and the
But
car is
that's
mine. So now, you know what? I can forgive the cheating. I'm gonna take the car. I'm gonna do what I can with the car. I'm even gonna sell it,
But
drive it.
isn't it? But if you buy somebody something, isn't that theirs? And
If the
if you're gonna be with somebody that's going to cheat on you regardless, what do you care if it's in a car you bought them or not?
if the
What if
paper
what if she's wearing shoe what if she's wearing shoes that you bought her when she goes to be sleeping with this other guy? Like I don't think at that point it's really about the car, is it?
yes about the car because we can't because the car see I could look at the person, right? And I could say, you know what, you did this to me. And maybe I can get over it. I can get over you doing this to me. But the car is that symbol of and that item that I'm gonna look at and go, it's almost like if you cheat on your partner at home, you can never look at the house the same again.
What?
So I can't look at the car the same again. I'm gonna keep the car. I'm gonna sell the car. You will never drive that car again because you and I can't sit in this car no more. We can't go in this car no more. You can't pull up again no more with this car. Another dude had his big ass hands on the steering wheel, on the gear shifter, Put the
So will you
Bluetooth
let
on.
them?
Calling this man. No,
So you guys stay together. Will you let them use your car?
no. You're gonna have to find. You're gonna have. I don't know. You're gonna have to find your way around. We're not doing that.
So are you going date night? You're going on date night with her, and she can ride in your car for date
You can ride
night.
in my car. That other car. That other car. She would. If, I'm saying if all the paperwork is in my name,
I mean,
she would
I
never ride. There would be no more of that. Let's. Okay. We could work on our relationship. We could do that. I can. I
Sean,
might
that's
even.
petty. I mean, I think the way you're doing it though is petty. Like
What's,
you're gonna stay with somebody that's cheating on you, but you're just taking away the car. Like, why can't you just let them keep the car
hey, wait.
and have them promise that they'll never do it again? I
So
mean,
wait a
I
minute.
feel like
I'm.
that's
I'm.
kind of like the same thing.
But so I'm paying for the car, and dude, or like this guy would say, a whole neighbor is driving the car.
No,
No,
that's okay. You don't have to make any more payments. I'll take over the payments.
no, yeah, no. I'm taking over the car and the payments.
I'll start paying. You don't have to pay for it.
No, 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 no,
And
no,
I'll pay for it.
no. You let
If,
dude
if,
get you to work. Now I'm good. You map out your strategy on how to get to work, public transportation or whatever you're doing. But I'm taking that car back.
okay, so what if the guy is coming to your house picking them up in their car?
What? What? The guy's doing what?
She's cheating on you anyway. So the person that she's cheating on you with, what if they start picking her up?
Yeah.
He was just using her car that day because his was in the shop. His car is out the shop now. And you see her riding in homeboy's car this at the same time that you are last time. I mean, really? Then what are you gonna do?
Uh, well, obviously the relationship is over. But it's the same principle. You are not riding in that car again because once I take the car and we try to work on some type of resolution with this relationship as far as trying to mend if there's kids involved or there's property involved and we're trying to make it work again. The part of that settlement and that agreement is can't the car's done. You violated me with the car.
Oh my god.
That's say God forbid if someone cheats on a man takes bring a woman home and has sex with a woman at home while though his wife is at work. And say if the wife forgives him for that. I can't be mad at the wife if the wife said, listen, we got to get rid of the bed. We need a new bed.
Oh my god.
We need a new bed. City. We need a new bed.
If that's what people are out here going through, I don't want it. That sounds horrible.
And you gotta buy the bed because I'm not gonna sleep in a bed that this whole neighbor was smashing you in. How can I
Well,
sleep in that bed? I'm not sleeping in that bed. I sleep on the floor before. I will never sleep in that bed again, City J.
I'd be like, I can sleep in it fine. So,
So
are you gonna
City,
sleep? Are you gonna sleep on the couch?
I'll sleep on the couch. I'll sleep anywhere but that bed because
Oh
there's
my
been
god! In
another.
your own house?
Yeah, I can't do it.
That sounds ridiculous.
You really think it does?
Yeah, because you just leave. Like people are crazy.
But some people just can't leave, City J.
Yes, you can go.
Some some people just can't leave. So if we're gonna do this, or yeah, maybe I'll just never go into that room again. Maybe I might not ever go in that room again because that's what this is about with the car. It's the connection. You had dude in the car. He's driving the car. Obviously y'all smashing each other. I get it, but you had dude in the car. Can't have the car no more. Especially if the car's in my name. If the car's not in my name and it's your car, it's nothing I could do about that. But the car's in my name, just like this man here in this, in this video. I'm taking the car back, just like him. I'm taking the car back. You can't never have this car again.
Okay, well,
Now, you are you giving dude if you was in this situation and the dude had the car, the girl was driving your dude's car, would you forgive him and he can continue to drive the car again?
Sean, I know you're not asking me that.
So
Okay.
then why are you disagreeing with me? We both agree on this situation.
Because I wouldn't be, because you're talking about taking away the car by staying in the relationship. No, I'm out of there and I'm causing as much damage as possible. I'm probably like pouring bleach on your clothes. Like, no, like, yeah.
Put a number one chat room if you will
I'm
forgive your
taking,
mate, and would you forgive your mate and allow them to continue to drive the car? Put a number two if you're taking the car. I'm taking the car.
I might even go as far as to sue you for the payments that I made for the car.
That's hilarious. I don't know if you can do that, but that's funny as hell.
I'm taking your ass on Judge Judy, any Judge Mathis, anywhere I can to sue your ass and blast you at the same time.
Cindy J's better than me. She said that she would follow, call the police, and file a report.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm following because I want to see where you're going. I would confront them too. I would confront them too. I'd probably throw something at the car too. Bust the back window out.
Well, why would you do that when you're paying for the car? It's
I
your
don't
car.
I could file an insurance claim.
I'm not doing that. I want my car back. I want the car and I want it back right now.
Okay, well you're gonna have to get the police involved because you think she's gonna come back home and deal with you? No.
Okay, well then you can leave.
Okay, so how are you gonna get the car back?
I'll get the car back. I'll do one of your numbers. I'll go do the legal route and I'll sue for my car back and they have to give the car back.
See, this is why you don't do this type of stuff, especially for no boyfriend or girlfriend. You gotta be married. Cause I'll be damned. I'll be damned if that is what's gonna go on. So it's
But
crazy.
thank you so much. Before we get into Cindy's report, I'm gonna yield my time to Cindy J. Don't forget, we have Blood for Bowling. That's Sunday, April.
You said we have bloods for bowling.
Is it bowl? Oh, bowling. I'm sorry, Bowling for Blood. We're bowling for your blood. Hosted by Count Dracula.
Oh
Uh,
my goodness.
it's at the Bar Dun Lanes, 3700 Nickel Street, Easton, Pennsylvania. Doors open up at noon. We start bowling at 1 p.m. We have a bunch of teams already. We want to fill up half the lane like we always, half the bowling alley like we always do. Please reach out to myself or LaShawn Brown Oliver if you want to place a team. Sponsored by Miller Keystone. Those are friends of Cindy J got her friends over there. Our beloved Lydia George is over there, and all that whole team will be involved in this charitable event that we do, every 4 months. So y'all come on now, Sunday the 30th, Bar Dun Lanes, 3700 Nickel Street, Eastern Pennsylvania. Doors open up at 12. Uh, we start bowling at 1 and we go to 4 p.m. All right. So we're going to get into some front page news, right? And Cindy, it's good to see you. She's the S to the E double N Y, and you can't deny she got the front page news, y'all. She got the front page news, y'all. Hold on, let me do that one more time. S to the E double N Y, and you can't deny she got the front page news, y'all. She got the front page news, y'all. Y'all, y'all.
Thank you so much for that, Sean. Boy, do I miss that song.
That's right. Yeah, I'm right to
Um,
do.
yes, I'm going to let you guys. I'm going to have a little bit of entertainment news for you all. A story that is building up, especially among social media users, talking about Gen Xers and this Freaknik documentary that is coming out on Hulu. And I don't believe they have a date set yet. But an upcoming Hulu documentary about Atlanta's 1994 Freaknik Festival has left some Gen Xers terrified that some footage of them at the celebration is about to resurface. Variety confirmed last week that a brand new movie about the event entitled Freaknik, The Wildest Party Never Told, is in the works. But the announcement resulted in quite some uproar online. Freaknik, for those that don't know, was a yearly party held in Georgia during spring break. It began in 1983 as a small picnic hosted by the DC Metro Club, but by the 90s, it had become one of the biggest events in the southern state. Um, it was mostly attended by college students who were celebrating the break from school. Branded as Atlanta's most infamous street party, the week long festival saw attendees dancing, singing, and partying throughout the night in the streets. But as is the case with any wild celebration, people did some things that they hoped would never re-emerge. The documentary is set to recount the rise and fall of a small Atlanta HBCU picnic that exploded into an influential street party and spotlighted ATL as a major cultural stage. It is believed that it will specifically focus on the biggest Freaknik, which occurred in '94, and will premiere in April 2024 in honor of the 40-year anniversary. And then you've seen many people have taken to online to basically say, to denounce their presence there, or to say what a good time it was, but you're not going to see me, or to say that they were never on there. Some people even going as far as saying, I hope I don't find out my dad was a predator, because there was a lot of reports of rape and violence, as to the reasons why it actually ended. So what do you think, Sean? Do you think that, and I mean, obviously, this is coming out next year. So I think people are jumping the gun a little bit with all of the commotion that I've seen online. I mean, at the time when Freaknik was occurring, I was a little kid. I think in '94, I was like 10, 9. So,
Yeah. You wasn't qualified for this. Yes, Freaknik, boy, they talked about that back in the days in the late 80s and 90s.
did you?
I never attended it. I knew about it all, I knew each year when they had it annually. I never was in Atlanta at that time. Especially in the, mid to late 80s, I was still on my drug run. I couldn't get to Atlanta. I was too busy.
I know you would have tore it down, Sean.
Definitely. Listen, listen. Lawyer up, get a class action suit. I don't know what you want to do. They're going to show footage of you and your parents being straight freaks, committing criminal acts. Hopefully, I don't know if there's any statute of limitation on rapes in the state of Georgia. There was a lot of that going on. I heard the horror stories in some of the video. You can see some of the video on YouTube. And let me tell you something: the women, unfortunately had as big a part to play in this whole situation as per the men. Women were out there booty shaking and walking around with no panties on, walking around with, excuse me, walking around with no panties on, and everybody having sex outside. So yes, was the man the aggressor most of the time? Yes, but there were women out there doing their thing as well. So
That just because the woman is outside with
no, if a woman is outside,
with a bikini on, that doesn't mean that warrants her
yeah,
to get
but then Cindy,
sexually
they would,
assaulted.
yeah, I understand that, but then they would play the music, and the women that get in the middle of the, they she'll start dancing, and dudes will circle around her, and then she starts taking off all her clothes and start booty dancing with no panties on. What do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah,
What
but
do
then
you think that's gonna happen? It's gonna be one man go, I'm gonna touch that. You shouldn't touch her. You're right. I agree with you. She can be butt ass naked. You shouldn't touch her. But alcohol's involved. They're young, and there's a lot of criminal acts that happen down there at Freaknik, and there's others that had just a great time. But you know what? You will be exposed when it's come out on Hulu. We're going to see the footage. We're going to see you uh, acting up. You're probably a 50-year-old person at this point, man or woman. You're old as hell now, but we're going to see you acting up. Is there anything you can do about it? You better all get together and try to stop this Freaknik from coming out. But they own all the video.
well, that's the thing, is that you don't know what it is that they're gonna show. And sometimes when they show like videos like these, if they don't have permission, they have to have permission to show people's faces. So like I feel like if they don't have the permission, they're just gonna blur it out.
All right.
So
Well, If they could blur it out, you're fine. But then there might be some massive crowd that they can't blur out the whole crowd, and they might see somebody. I'm for sure that they'll protect themselves legally, but they're gonna bring up some old memories of some of you freaknik people that were out there freaking. I used to see the freaknik videos where dudes is having sex with women on the balcony and everybody's looking at them. Put a number one chat room if you remember freaknik from back in the day. Put a number two if you don't. City, you can
No.
see videos all up and down YouTube of freakniks. They on the beach, groping each other, having sex. And listen, the women were with it.
What YouTube are you looking at?
The same YouTube you're looking at. So I guess
I haven't looked up any of them.
put a number in
But
chat room if you remember Freaknik. Put a number two if you actually ever attended one.
yeah, I want to know if you attended. I asked my mom, and she said at that time, she was like, no, I had you girls and work and stuff like that. So I wasn't going down there to do that.
Nah,
I was
but your
like,
mom's wasn't. Nah, hell, whoa, your mom's wasn't built for Freakniks like that. Freaknik was something whole totally different, CJ. Cindy J. Freaknik wasn't for the moms. Freakniks was for certain women
I'm
between
sure there were moms down there.
women's between like 20 to 25. Not saying that your mother wasn't at that age at that time,
No,
but I'm
yeah,
just
she was probably in her 30s.
right. And there was a certain type of swag you type on a woman to be at Freaknik. Not saying that your mother's not swagged out,
Oh my
but
god!
these were for. Remember that song Houdini? The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Ha ha ha. Freaks come out at the freaks come
Wow,
out.
wow.
I can't equate Linda Jacobs to the freaks come out at night. The
Well,
freaks
you
come
can.
out at
She told
night.
me some crazy stuff, and I'm sure some other stuff that she probably won't tell me.
The freaks come out. The freaks come
You
out at
know,
night.
the 60s and 70s was a wild time, so
No,
I don't know.
I get that, but I'm saying this was that was that
I
era
would have
of
started in '83, so probably not.
that was
She was
the
high
era
school by
of
that time.
African Americans, mostly college students, a lot of just young folks that were going down to Atlanta. It's almost the equivalent of going to the NBA All Star game. You're gonna go down there, you guaranteed you're gonna have some sex, you're gonna have a good time, you're gonna get drunk, you're gonna get
You had
high.
friends that went down there, Sean,
I had friends that went down there, yes.
and what they tell you?
They said the same thing. Yo, we went down there, we had sex, we
They
did
were
drugs.
violating. They were violating people.
I'm not gonna say that.
What can you say?
I can say that they had a good time.
Can you name names?
Two of them, two of them are dead, so it doesn't. Two of them are gone. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, we're moving on. I'm sure it's not going to be that bad. The documentaries that they show from, back in the days, they're never really crazy. Like, you know what I mean? But some of these documentaries, people do be getting caught up later. So I guess we'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah. Ask R. Kelly.
Oh my God.
He got caught up later.
Moving on in the news, we're actually going to throw it back to Um, last year when we were first told about the criminal charges in the death of Shanquella Robinson in Mexico, she was the one that was attacked by her friends in Mexico,
Um,
and people were demanding justice and saying what's going to happen with her case and everything like that.
right.
Well, the U.S. officials that were investigating her death have officially announced that they will not be pursuing criminal charges in her death. The U.S. Attorney's Office in North Carolina shared that the FBI and federal prosecutors have concluded their investigation into Shanquella's death, and the U.S. officials won't be pursuing criminal charges against anyone involved. It is unclear how this will affect the requested extradition the Mexican authorities issued last year, because Mexican authorities did say that they would petition the U.S. to send back the people that were involved in the incident, if they could extradite them back to Mexico. But it was all, I think, hanging on whether but then the US said that they were going to conduct their own investigation. So that was kind of like the last we heard about that. Um it was previously reported that Mexican officials issued a warrant for femicide for Dejanay Jackson, one of the people Shanquella had been traveling with. Nonetheless, U.S. officials did clarify that Dejanay is not a criminal suspect. However, the Department of Justice or Department of State did not detail their position on extradition, citing a detailed and thorough investigation and an autopsy conducted by the medical examiner's office in North Carolina. They said they found that the available evidence does not support a federal prosecution. Um, Sandra J. Harrison and Dina J. King, in a joint statement, said, based on the results of the autopsy and after a careful deliberation and review of the investigative materials by both U.S. attorneys' offices, federal prosecutors informed Ms. Robinson's family today that the available evidence does not support a federal prosecution. Um, as in every case under consideration for federal prosecution, the government must prove beyond a reasonable doubt that a federal crime was committed based on the results and after careful deliberation and review. The available evidence does not support that. Robinson died in October of last year under suspicious circumstances, a day after she arrived in Cabo, Mexico. She was on vacation with 6 people. The FBI opened an investigation into her death in November. Um, so yeah, this has been a long fight for the family. I'm actually really sad for them that they're not getting any closure on this. And the people that were there with her, I don't know how you have video evidence of a crime happening. You see somebody getting attacked and you don't want to file charges. The only way I can see this making sense basically is if, because it didn't happen in America, but they should at least have said that they would cooperate with the Mexican authorities or give some type of update if they're working with Mexican authorities to have these people extradited or to just see if they're going to press charges. Like, give us something. You know what I'm saying? But of course, because Shanquella is not blonde hair, blue eyes, it doesn't matter. And I'm just, it's very heartbreaking. I'm very sad for her. And those people that beat her up, they better watch their back because I'm sure, you know, people close to her feel some type of way about this. I mean, I know I would if that was somebody in my family.
Thank you. I just very thank you because I was definitely following the story when when it all happened. I'm for sure we all did, and I was for sure that the Mexican government was going to do the right thing and expedite these people back to Mexico. There was video evidence that we saw that these folks had committed this crime when one of her girlfriends beat her brutally and killed her. And they came back to the United States. They lied about what happened. The mother didn't have no clue what was going on. They try to cover their tracks. Bless you, bless you.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez. What the hell? What's that mean? Go ahead. Do the third one. Go ahead. Oh, you know what? I'm done. All right, let's have a good. Goodbye.
I'm having a little bit of a sneeze attack. Excuse me.
That's a nice sneeze. Yeah. Another one.
Just carry on. Carry on.
The COVID's supposed to be over. Here she tried. She the one. She's the last asymptomatic person. Cindy never caught COVID, but there she go again.
I
There she
feel
go.
like, I feel like a little tingle, but I'm going to fight it.
Cindy never caught COVID, guys, for the record, but she was asymptomatic. Uh, Definitely spread the love to everybody. Thank God now, only she didn't spread it to her grandmother, to her mother. Everybody else caught that. Now, this is the perfect scenario of someone getting away, unfortunately, with murder. They
Yeah,
got away with killing this woman. I,
it's crazy.
it's not as this is not a good day. That's not the report I wanted to hear about this particular case. Her girlfriends beat her to death, killed her, and no one's pursuing charges. And the Mexican government is, what do you do? What are you doing? You just giving up? You just want to let the Americans deal with it? And they're like, well, it didn't happen here. In Mexico, you didn't fight hard enough for this woman. She died in vain. You didn't want to bring back the people that was involved in this.
I
But you
mean,
want,
what is
but you want, but hold on, wait. But you want us to come down there and spend our money in the Cancun and the Cabos of the world, because if the Americans don't come down there, I would say a large percentage of your gross product money that comes from the vacations, what they call, what does that call when people come in and support
tourism?
the tourism thing.
Right.
I should have known that. And we support you with tourism. We bring in billions of dollars to come to your country, and a African, and that has a lot to do with this. If this was a Babylonian, would you have rest this case like this?
Hmm.
So an African American, and there's a lot of us African Americans who go to Mexico every day to support your economy with the tourism of the backs of Americans. And one time there's a murder committed in your country, you don't have enough resources to bring a few folks back. I don't care if they're black, white, green, or purple, to expedite these people and have them face charges on your land. But you want us to come down there and party on in Cancun.
They do.
See? See
They
what I'm
do.
saying?
They
I
do.
want to say, black folks, let's boycott Mexico for about a year or two, but y'all not going to do that, and I probably won't myself. But look at the whole situation here. This was a terrible move by the Mexican government, and now guess what? What's the girl name? What's the other?
Shanquella Robinson.
Yeah, but who's the other girl that accused her of beating her? What's the other girl's name?
Dejanay.
Dejanay.
I think her name is Dejanay
Deja.
Jackson. And
Deja.
Dejanay is a trans person, I'm believing.
Dejanay. What's her? Deja freaking name. Dejanay. That is a good name for a trans person. Dejanay. Dejanay. What type of freaking name is that? You Dejanay. Dejanay ass nigga. You got away with murder. You're a murderer.
It's crazy.
You should be shunned by everyone in the community. But no, you're gonna go on with your life. Because you're gonna live in denial and say, I didn't do anything wrong. I was found not guilty. They Mexican government don't want me, and you're gonna go on with your life while this woman is dead. And her family misses her, and her family is hurting each and every day. And the Mexican government did nothing about it. But you want us to come down there every 5 minutes of the day to enjoy your country.
They need they need to do a Netflix documentary on this. That's what I hope they're doing because that's when things really get moving. So Netflix, take that Monique special down and get on this Shanquella Robinson case.
True indeed.
We need the facts and we need it ASAP and we need to figure out what happened down there and who is responsible. Please
And
and thank you, Netflix.
and you know what's sad about it? Us black folks, we just gonna throughout this summer season and this year, calendar year, Boy, we're gonna be flocking down to Mexico like if we're going to the supermarket. And
I
now
mean, the
one,
tickets are so cheap, Sean. Flying out to Mexico in June, $75.
what you doing it for? Everybody, Shanquilla, huh? You going to doing that for that? You don't give a damn. You don't give a damn. The Mexican government gave up on an African American woman that was murdered by by a woman named Deja Name. And look what Cindy just said. Sean, ticket $75. We could, Cindy and I and all the others, all of us in the chat room, probably could go to Mexico tomorrow for the weekend. A little like $500 for a few days and come right back.
Oh, you know,
And that's including the flight. But we don't care. We don't care. We will stay at the same resort that this woman died in. You stay in the room that she was killed in. You don't give a damn. Because you want to sit by the pool and you want to get the all-inclusive resort and get the drinks and turn up. Shame on you, black people. Shame on you. Y'all should cancel a few of your trips in honor of this woman who lost her life.
we're
You know,
boycotting Mexico, Sean.
excuse me?
Are we boycotting Mexico for the
No, we're
summer?
not. I'll be in Mexico at the end of the year. There's no way.
You're going to Mexico?
Yeah, yeah. Y'all want to roll out?
You didn't tell me.
I'm sorry. I forgot. Y'all come on out. We're going to Mexico.
When is it a group thing or is it
Yeah,
is
it's
it
a
a
group
private
thing.
thing?
No, it's a
It's
group
like
thing. I'll let y'all know. We're going down to Mexico at the end of the year.
not you gonna let us know. You gotta ask if you can invite people.
No, I'm going to put it out there in the street. Y'all want to come to Mexico? Put no one chat room if y'all want to roll to Mexico at the end of the
I
year with
want
your
to
boy.
go to Mexico.
Then that's it. We're in the building. What else
The
you
end
got
of
for
the
food?
year, like around Thanksgiving,
I'll
Christmas.
give you the information as soon as I get it. And yo, we're gonna go down to Mexico if y'all want to go. What else you got? But if I go to Mexico, it's gonna be under duress and protest.
Okay.
Okay?
You following Prentice Cox's move?
That's right.
You're gonna go down to Mexico, but you're not gonna enjoy it,
But
right?
I'm not gonna enjoy it at all.
You're gonna be in the hotel, the all-inclusive hotel room with the curtains drawn,
That's
Sean.
right. I'm not going to enjoy the pool. I'm not going to enjoy the fabulous food.
That's
So just that's just a food for thought. All right, see what else you got before we got it?
yes, this story was so disturbing. I'm so sorry. I'm just giving you guys disturbing news all the time, but the world is ugly right now, and that's what we're here to do is give y'all the ugly truth, okay? Um a family That's right, Sean. Listen up. A family is filing a lawsuit against the school after a 5-year-old boy died during recess. This story is really crazy. Um, the parents of Romeo Pierre Lewis, who fatally collapsed during morning recess at the Charter Oak International Academy in April of last year, have filed a lawsuit against the school for his alleged wrongful death. The boy's mother said, "Nothing will bring our son back. All we can do is keep his memory in our hearts and do what we can so this doesn't happen to another child. Listen to our children." According to the lawsuit, despite Lewis's classmates attempting to bring the tragic incident to the attention of their teachers, school officials failed to act accordingly due to their belief that the 5-year-old was pretending to play dead. This little boy was playing in the playground and fell out. He they ended up finding out that he had a certain type of illness that causes sudden death.
Right?
However, he fell out, but nobody provided any care for him for at least 10 minutes because they believed that he was pretending to play dead. The staff alleges that their students were known to play games like this in the past. Andy Morrow, who's West Hartford's acting superintendent in schools, released a statement saying the death of a child is devastating and unimaginable. and our thoughts are with the family. This tragedy has deeply affected the Charter Oak International Academy community, and the school district continues to make grief support, blah, 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 blah. This story is just so disheartening because I forget the name that they said. Um, I'm gonna try and look it up. The disease that this little boy ended up having that they didn't know. Uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna try and find the name of it, but it causes sudden death. But they did say he possibly could have been dead. Different reports are saying he possibly could have been dead when the moment he fell out. But they it's like nobody would really know because he wasn't attended to in the right amount of time. So
Right.
my thing is that you see a child laid out on the recess floor and you're not even gonna go and check. Like, so y'all noticed that he was there, but you just thought he was playing a game.
Right.
How, like you're here to watch children, even if he was playing a game. At least go over there and just make sure, or maybe he fell from being pushed off some of the equipment. Like that's your job. You're there to watch the kids, so why don't you go over there and watch them and see what's going on?
Uh,
Like I don't know how these parents, because if it were my kid a whole year later, I wouldn't be worrying about no lawsuits. I'm going to miss Morrow and them, Miss Samantha and them, and y'all are all getting it. I want to know who was on shift when this happened, and you're all are getting it. Like, what is wrong with you? Or make sure that the kids are not playing that game. When I was lifeguarding, we told the people you're just not allowed to play dead man's float. I don't have time to be checking to make sure that you're not really drowning. You know what I'm saying? So why couldn't they do that? Be like, no, get up. Like, no, y'all are just sitting there chit chatting with your friends.
uh, this to me, and yeah. Well, first of all, guys, I'm going to press one before you get your morning started, right? Put number one chat room if you're enjoying the show. They put number two in.
Let me put a number two.
I'm gonna give me four number ones. I ain't been enjoying the show today. This morning. Gross negligence. No, this is almost criminal to me. And I tell you why. You're right. There's some certain games that shouldn't be played, that should be proactive. No one was watching this child. Everyone should be fired. And I'm just being kind because this is a criminal charge. I want somebody to go to jail for this. This is a sad story. Maybe they could have saved this child. You just never know, but you're thinking like everybody's laying. So you're a grown ass adult. You work in the school. The kid is playing in the schoolyard. He's laying there for 10 minutes, and you think that he's playing. You should go to jail for that. The administrator should be fired. Everybody out the building and get a new crew in there. It's a sad story. Our condolences go out to the family. But you have to be proactive with these kids. You have one job to do. It's a tremendous responsibility. Is to watch these kids.
He has he had something called Brugada syndrome, which is a disorder that can cause irregular heart rhythms. Brugada syndrome can cause sudden cardiac death, though survival is possible with immediate care. That's what the little boy suffered from.
Well, I'm sorry. And we go, I mean, yeah, so he's walking around with a disease. Still in all, you shouldn't have a child laying there thinking that he's dead. You just shouldn't for that long a period of time. It's still
Yep.
no excuses. Still no excuse for that uh, neglect, gross negligence on the school system.
It's crazy. They force people to go to work and we send our kids to these schools and they're dying in the school.
Right.
If not from gross negligence from these teachers, from other people and the gun shootings. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And teachers are stressed out, overworked, underpaid. They don't give a damn about these kids anymore. It's just,
Everybody's too busy making TikTok videos, and this is the problem. All right. Well, listen, guys, we truly appreciate you. Only place on earth where you get your morning start right. Thank you so much for tuning in into the show this morning. We had a great time this morning. We appreciate you. CJ, that's what we're gonna
Yes.
do. Everybody, we're gonna get Cindy the last word. And then we see you guys tomorrow. We truly appreciate you for Feel Good Friday. Cindy, what you got to say to these folks?
Okay, so I'm running it back. I'm running it back to the day before when I messed up,
Okay,
right?
good.
Okay, so okay, you guys, are you ready for the quote of the day?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Um, okay, hold on. Okay. You're closer to where you're trying to get than where you started from.
Oh,
You're closer to where you're trying to get than where you started from.
I love it. One more time, if you don't mind.
You're closer to where you're trying to get than where you started from.
All right. Well, thank you.
Remember that. Remember that
Whoa,
when you want to give up.
whoa, whoa. Thank you. I will. Shock me into that one. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We see you guys tomorrow. Come on, see. Wave at these folks. Okay, we are out of here. We see you tomorrow.